A jar of pickles, cotton or bavovna, a washing machine and a raccoon. This seems like a really random group of objects, but they all mean something to Ukrainians, and all of them are related to Russia's war against Ukraine. My name is Natalia Chakutun, I'm a reporter at the Kyiv Independent, and I'm here to guide you through the world of Ukraine's war-related memes. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word cotton? Perhaps it's your favorite t-shirt? Well, for people in Ukraine it has less to do with clothes and more with explosions in Russian-occupied territories like Crimea or in Russia. It seems like cotton season has arrived in Crimea, reads one meme on Twitter. Or it's bavovna time at the railway station in Russian-occupied Jankoy, Crimea. Or beautiful color, Crimean bavovna. The word cotton or bavovna in Ukrainian refers to Ukraine's attacks on Russia's military infrastructure. And when it comes to reporting about these attacks, Russian propaganda media often uses the word bang instead of explosion to presumably play them down and also not to cause panic among Russians. The word bang is spelled in Russian the same way as cotton. What would you do with this jar of pickles? Maybe have it for lunch with some sandwich? But what if I told you that Ukrainians had another use of it? At the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion, a woman from Kiev was reported to have used a jar of pickles to defend her home. She reportedly used it to knock a drone flying outside of her apartment. Sounds too crazy to be true? Some Ukrainian media published articles claiming they found the woman, but the story was never confirmed. Yet, it became an urban legend, with some arguing that the woman actually used tomatoes, not pickles. And here are sunflower seeds, a snack for summer days, or perhaps something more meaningful. In February 2022, a woman from Henichesk in Kherson Oblast offered them to Russian soldiers.
Возьмите семечки, положите сырые, чтобы хоть подсолнухи росли, когда вы здесь ляжете.
Later, Russian forces would steal huge amounts of sunflower seeds from farmers in the occupied territories, BBC reported. So, did they listen to the woman from Henichesk? Looting has been a widespread practice among Russian soldiers. Toilets, water heaters, dog houses, and even socks. This is just some of the things that Russian soldiers have stolen from Ukrainians. The Russians even managed to steal washing machines, despite them being so difficult to carry around, and Ukrainian soldiers even found them in deserted Russian trenches. And this unsurprisingly sparked a lot of memes and jokes. Bringing a washing machine all the way from Ukraine to Russia is no easy task, but here's something way easier to pillage: a raccoon from a zoo. And this is what Russian soldiers did when they were retreating from the city of Kherson. He who has a raccoon no longer needs washing machines, memes in Ukraine say. It seems like that was one of the most famous achievements of the Russian occupation, Facebook users say. Have you noticed my pin? This picture and this slogan are now everywhere, from cups and clothes to billboards and stamps. The phrase Russian warship go f yourself was famously said by a Ukrainian soldier defending a tiny island in the Black Sea in response to a demand by Russian cruiser Moskva to lay down arms without a fight. His words quickly spread all over the internet as a Ukrainian missile helped the Moskva follow his suggestion all the way to the bottom of the Black Sea.
Русский военный корабль, иди на.
Русский военный корабль, пошел на.
These witty posts and phrases have already become a part of Ukraine's folklore, like poetry and songs. They offer a breath of relief, and they help Ukrainians to cope with horrible events as Russia continues to wage a war against their country.